Hey friends, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krystal and I am a cash budgeter. On this channel you will find planning, budgeting, and cash envelope stuffing. In today's video, I am going to be going over my budget for the month of May. I'm going to be breaking down what I spent in my categories in May to close out the month to prepare for June. Since I was catching up on videos in May due to a family emergency in April, I did not film the plan with me for the month where I did my monthly spread for my bills. So I am going to do a little flip through of my happy planner for the month of May. So you can see that I did fill it out and used my planner. This was my May monthly spread. I showed my no spend days and I totaled what I spent each day. This included my envelopes and out of my bank account. This was bills, this was everything. And I did a weekly breakdown of what I spent each week for the month. I did my paycheck breakdowns that I made videos for. So they're in here, and I will admit I did rewrite them. So that was for the first pay period in May. This was for the second. Then in the Happy Planners, they have weekly expense sheets. So I did fill these out as well. And then we're to my monthly breakdown that I made to match my paycheck breakdown sheets. So I'll just take this out. Put this to the side. And let's fill this out. Okay, so this is for May 2022. My total income for the month came to $2,437.55. My starting balance for rent was $0. I didn't put any against it for the first pay period. I did put $50 towards it with my second pay period, and I did spend all of that $50. Us being here at my grandpa's house, the utilities did go up, but I actually ended up spending this $50 towards groceries. So for June, I know I need to up my June grocery budget. My PayPal for Excel came out of my first check, and that was a total of $6.99, which did get spent because that bill was paid. I did not pay any of it out of my second check, so that came to $0. Capital One credit card also started at $0, and that was $30, which I spent all of because I paid the bill. So back at $0 for that. Avant. For some reason, I did not have a payment due this month. I'm not really sure why. I didn't double pay last month, but it said my bill was not due until June, and I did look and I didn't miss a payment, so I'm gonna take it though. Let's see, my American Express came out of my first check, and that was $40. Back at $0. Torrid came out of my second check, and that was $38. I can't decide if I'm going to do decimal points or the little line, but that's okay. At $0 there. Netflix came out of my second check, and it is $15.49 now. So we're at 0 there. All of my monthly bills are gonna just end at 0, since unfortunately I am not a month ahead yet. My transfer to savings comes out of my second check, and that's $25. Verizon also comes out of my second check, and that was $325.48. I did budget a little bit more that paycheck to put towards Verizon because honestly it is a little behind. However, I have a past due balance, and I've just been making the minimum payment, but with groceries being up and gas being up so high, I had to use the difference. I had to cover some of that somehow. So unfortunately, I didn't get to pay any extra towards Verizon like I was hoping. My XM radio comes out of the second check, and that is $27.91. Amazon Prime also comes out of the second check, and that is $16.32. The gym comes out of my second check. There's a lot of big bills that come out of my second check. I really do want to try to get some in the first check so that the second pay period isn't so tight. Something I'm working towards. And gym is $108 a month. All right, Mission Lane credit card is $30 that came out of my first check. And Credit One was $40 out of my first check. And then I did leave a cushion with my first paycheck of $272. Really just rounded, that number was just to round it up to make my cash envelopes an even number, and second check it was $566. Okay, now we're to the cash envelopes. So food, I used my debit card for everything at the beginning of the month, so I didn't budget any for groceries for the envelopes, but with second check I did do $100, and all of that was spent. Oh, you know what I forgot to do though? I forgot a step. Okay. I was going to empty the dollar bills out of these envelopes so that I could check through them. Oh, I did this. So, I have my dollar savings challenge here, and I do know that I have a couple $1 bills left over. Have my receipts in here as well that I'm gonna scan into Fetch. If you don't know what Fetch is, it's where you scan your receipts into an app and you earn points towards gift cards. And I will include my Fetch referral code either on the screen, it will be in the description box below. If you use my code to sign up, you get some extra points, and so do I. Okay. Alright, so for food, I had nothing left over. Gas has nothing left over. Pets has $2 left over. Household, nothing. Bank is empty. Don't know why I closed that. All right. Oh, and I'll do my change. Okay. So this is my other daily spending finder. So food. So this was for the second week, and this was all spent. However, I do have $1 in toiletries. So I'm going to be putting $3 into my dollar savings challenge envelope. Put that to the side, and I have a little bit of change in my wallet. Not as much as last time. Okay. All right, so back to this. I started at 0 with gas. I put in 80 in my first pay period. I did not spend that until the second check when I put in another 80. I put in gas, I think the same day I got paid, so technically it is here, and then the following week I got gas again, so I did spend the full $160. I spent $80 per week on gas. So I just put it in so it will cover me for most of next week. So I am at 0 now in gas. Pets, I put in $5 the first pay period because I had used my debit card. I did not spend that in that pay period. The second pay period I put in $90 for a total of $95, and I did spend all of that. And well, I had the $2 that I took out and put in the savings challenge, so that is at 0 now. Household started at 0, and I put in $20 the first pay period, didn't spend it, and then I put in $5 the next pay period, and I did spend all $25, and that's at 0 now, which you did see the envelopes I took out of my wallet, so you'll see here, oops, put you on screen, that I don't have money in any of those. So toiletries, I put in $20, I didn't spend it. Second pay period I did $5 as well, just like household. I usually do the same in each category, and I did spend I spent $24, and then I rolled the $1 over into the savings challenge, so I'm counting that for all 25, and I have 0 left over. Laundry started at 0, I put in 20, first pay period didn't spend it, second pay period I put in 10 for a total of 30, which I did spend because I needed to buy laundry detergent and scent boosters, beads, so I am back at 0 for laundry. Spending money, I did 50 the first pay period and 20 the second for a total of 70, and I did spend all of that on numerous things. Some went towards food, some went towards fun, just a combination. Beauty, I put in 20 first pay period and 65 the second. I had my nail appointment, so I spent the 65, and I do have 20 left, so just a 20 there. and I will be using that. I am out of face powder and I think I'm getting close to being out of mascara. Ladies, I have worn mascara every day of my life for I don't know how many years, and all of a sudden, twice in the last month, I've gotten to work, like looked in the mirror, and was looking at myself thinking, something is off today. Twice, I forgot to put on mascara. Has this happened to any of you? Like, what's going on? I'm assuming I'm just overwhelmed, but I don't know why all of a sudden I cannot remember to put on mascara. And then I feel awkward going through the whole day without any mascara on. I have eyeliner, eyeshadow, everything else, no mascara. So right now I have $20 left in beauty, but I will be spending that soon. All right, so let's go over what's in these binders. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the broken one. This is the broken one. I still haven't fixed this one, but I do know what's in it. I have not touched it. So for birthdays and gifts, I started with $20. And that was from the March stuffing. The rest of these, all of the starting balances are going to be from March, since I didn't use my envelopes in April. Okay, so birthdays and gifts started with 20. I put in 10 the first pay period, didn't spend it, and I put in 5 the second pay period. So didn't spend that, so I have a total of 35. Okay, propane. I started with $2. I put in $5 first pay period, didn't spend it, and $2 the second, so I should have $9. I'll just double check. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I'm just gonna move all this over just a little bit. Okay, so $9. Oh, that's gonna bug me. That is so crooked. All right, trash started with $6 and put in $10 first pay period. Didn't spend it. $1 second pay period. So I should have $17. 10, 15, 16, 17. Miscellaneous and unexpected started with 2. I put in $5 the first pay period and $5 the second. I have not used this envelope. I probably should have to help cover some of the groceries expenses that I used my debit card for, but I came out okay. Still, at the end of the month with my bank account balance, it was real close, real close, not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna try. I'm trying to save what's in these envelopes for as long as possible until I absolutely have to use them. So I should have $12. 5, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Clothing started with 2. I put in $5 first pay period and $5 the second pay period. So I should have $12 here as well. So 5, 10, 11, 12. Auto started with $10. I put in $10 both pay periods. And so I should have 30. I did actually call to make my car appointment finally. However, they told me I needed to look at my owner's manual for what checkup I was supposed to have at 100,000 miles. And I didn't have my car manual on me in the office. So I called for the appointment, but I have not made one yet. So I have to call again. So 10, 20, 25, 30. I may just do an oil change right now and put off the checkup for a little while longer because I know it's going to be more than I have, and I really don't want to have to put it on credit card. Okay, so holidays started with 2. I put in 10 the first pay period and 5 the second. Oh, and I didn't spend any of that. Okay, so I have 10, 15, 16, 17. Christmas. I started with $6. I put in 20 and 10. So now I have 20, 30, 35, 36. Crooked again. Does that bother anybody else? Am I the only one that it really bothers if it's super crooked? So that was 36. I mean, hopefully it's not just me. What am I doing? Getting ahead of myself here. Okay, medical dentals, $2. That's what I started with, and first paycheck was 5, and second paycheck was 1. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it over. AAA renewal, I started with 7. I put in 10 the first paycheck and 10 the second. There is something on my sleeve. There we go. And I haven't spent it. Saving it for next year's renewal. So I have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27. My insurance. Again, getting ahead of myself, not writing it down first. All right, I started with $6. I put in 10 the first check and 5 the second. So now I have 10, 15, 20, 21. Registration, I started with 6, and I did the same exact deposits for that as insurance, so that should be at 21 as well. So 10, 15, 20, 21. P.O. box started at 6, and I did 10 and 10. I had 10, 20, 25, 26. Okay, so that was the short-term sinking funds. Now got the long-term sinking funds. Emergency fund started with $2. put $5 the first pay period and $1 the second. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8. Debt snowball started with $10 and it got $5 first pay period, $1 the second. Oh, I didn't total this one. That was $8. Okay, so I have 5, 10, 15, 20 in debt snowball. Right. I put in $5, not $1. $5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. There we go. So 20 there. Additional credit card payments started with 10. I did 10 the first pay period and 5 the second. So that now has 10, 15, 20, 25. Moving started with 10. I put in 10 the first pay period and 5 the second. $10, $15, $20, $25. Home decor started with $2. I put in $5 the first pay period and $1 the second. $5, $6, $7, $8. Home projects, a little bent, started with $2, and I did the same denominations as I did for home decor, so it should also have $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Vacation started with $2. It got $10 the first pay period and $1 the second. For a total of 10, 11, 12, 13. Month ahead started with $10 and I put in $10 the first pay period and 5 the second. So 10, 15, 20, 25. Future started with $2. Got $10 the first pay period and $5 the second. So 10, 15, 16, 17. Business started with $2. Got 10 the first pay period and 1 the second. 10, 11, 12, 13. Invest started with $2. Got $5 the first pay period and $1 the second. Five, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now let's see. I'm going to add all these up and we'll see what my closing total in my envelopes is for the end of May to take into June. I made this sheet quickly on my lunch break, just kind of like I did when I made the weekly breakdowns. So this is my first time using it, and I just noticed I probably should have done a starting balance on here so that I could see what the increase was. So I think I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm just gonna I'll see where I started with. Okay, so 20. Okay, so I started with $131. And let's see what I gained in the month. Okay, so I have a grand total of $461 to take with me. So 461 minus 131 is an increase of $330. Okay, that's exciting. This, oops, back in my planner, and then if you would like to follow me in my next video, it will be planning my June monthly spread for my bills. And I think I'm gonna do a summer thing since June will be the first day of summer is in June. So, all right, thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.